Not as bad as one of the kids that was up. That is also why you have
top
that.
gear, top tip.
Holy moly.
Make sure that's off before you plug it in.
If you didn't have your bib on, that would have went right through your shirt.
Did it hit it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Thanks, Ernest.
We got that on.
Hello, everyone. So, fun times, middle of the election and such. I don't do politics on this channel, but I've actually been watching a lot of YouTube, which I've never really done before. So, anyway, the next project, well, we'll touch on the autoclave. We'll do another episode specifically on this. You can see a couple welds. You can see all the bolts, but it's not the focus of this episode. That is so I'm doing an S2000 roll cage. I had it, years ago, a decade ago. No, more than that. Shoot, 16 years ago. The S2000 was my first high-end car, and over the years I had owned 3 of them. I did a roll bar in mine, and that was actually the first real cage I'd ever really done, I think, at least with TIG welding. But it did great. As far as I know, it's still out there. So in this case, doing a full roll cage for wheel-to-wheel racing. So you can see the blowtorch. I already started some stuff, just burning seam sealer and whatnot. I'm preparing, this is all boring stuff. I just prepared feet for the main hoop to drop on, and I'm gonna have the door bars off that. That's gonna go there. Boom. So then next I get to weld all this. Cool thing is removable hard top. So this will allow for me to save a lot of time in building a cage because I don't have to do all that crazy drop stuff. The front part of the cage I will. So basically I'll be fabbing the front portion. I'll probably do some blocks, and that way I can get all this stuff done without having to get super crazy. But so first things first, get the main hoop. Main hoop. We got that done too. So get that placed, get the rear section of the bar done, probably the X, and super fun. So look, another roll cage. So I think this one's directly Evan's fault. This customer reached out to me when, just a little bit ago, and we scheduled it now that the season's over. Oh, now comes the fun part. So I pulled the seat because it's in the way, and I gotta burn off all that gunk. Can't do that. You can't weld over that. So I'm sure there are other ways to do it, but I've always just done this. Obviously, I've got the big fan on, so I'm not getting any fumes in here. It's getting sucked out. But make sure nothing on the backside burns, because it'll get spicy. So that was a mess. These dudes over at Ernest sent me this little bib here. Helps save some of my clothes. I've trashed probably a couple dozen sweatshirts over the years. So anyway, here's the main hoop. Nice snug fit. I gotta take about a 1/4 inch off down here. You can see a little gap, so I'll grind that flush. But there we are with the plates, both sides. So next step, I'll weld these things in, and from there, start figuring out the main hoop. Customer wants a full X and crossbar and all that. So I'm gonna do all that on the bench because it's way easier than trying to do it in here. And then I'll weld it on the plates. And it's another beautiful day. Got the main hoop here. I try to do these outside the car whenever possible because it's a lot easier. Sitting over there while I do this. See some of the welds. See some of the notch. Nice and tight. I'm gonna weld these up here, a little bit more prep, and then I gotta drop it back in the car and get a harness measurement height, and I'll do that outside. And then, yeah, super fun. Got it all done and welded. Let's get it in here so we can fit up the harness bar. Right up against the ceiling, all that good stuff. And I did the intersection there, so that way it can coincide with where that bar is going to hit. Both sides. And then so we continue the node, the rear drop down bars are going to come down, go through there. So Mitch forgot his camera, so we're going to do today's segment on the GoPro. Good job, Mitch.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I gotta sneeze. S2000 cage, I'll explain what happened real quick. Built these really nice fading tubes to a certain spot. And then we found out where the harness goes through the seat holes isn't gonna be legal. So, back and forth with the customer. Initially, I was gonna recommend don't do an X, just do the one diagonal, because that's all the rules say, and then you have the one harness bar. He wanted an X, that's fine. But now, he was looking at doing a different seat as it was, so he's going to be getting a taller seat. So now, I'm gonna put the bar up here. This represents the hole, so that way the harness can go around the bar nice and clean. Now I get to redo all these.
So you get to redo those. I messed up by not bringing some batteries. So it's just a redo day.
It's a Monday, but it's Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Monday, but it's Sunday.
Yep. So, yeah. What?
What's
This?
that? What's that you got on there?
Oh, this is my little Ernest bib.
I was gonna say I saw you today and you were wearing it, and I was like, I've never seen him wear anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to save some clothes and burn through all of my sweatshirts have holes in them. So.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yup. Epic B-roll.
Yeah, GoPro style.
Oh, she probably plugged it in.
Not as bad as one of the kids that was up. That is also why you have
Top
that.
gear, top tip.
Holy moly.
Make sure that's off before you plug it in.
If you didn't have your bib on, that would have went right through your shirt.
Did it hit it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Thanks, Ernest.
We got that on.
My notch only goes so far, so I have to cut it manually with the grinder. And then doing the finish work to get it to fit better, but do the other one. Cool. Oh, that one's almost money. There's a little bit of grinding on that one left. I'll match it because no, that's the same thing.
Good enough.
Yeah, Pikes Peak registration opened up. Not gonna mess with it this year because in about an hour we're supposed to get locked down again. So yeah, I can't make any plans for that kind of expenditure next year. So still working on the Enviate. Actually have partnerships forming. So it's gonna be exciting. But so next year will be used for the build out portion and development and all that. 2022, that's gonna be a big year. It's also the 100th running. Should have told Ernest to send two.
I was about to say, shoot, if I keep doing this, even with my camera, I might need one too.
Alright, so that's pretty good. You can get right in there.
Oh yeah.
Nice and tight. I'm biting my tongue because you know what I always say.
I was about to say, there's a couple things we could say for that one.
Yep. Oh, I was gonna tell you.
Yes?
So the BMW, the tire blew through, right? It wore through. I feel like we should kill it proper.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you think?
How would you like to accomplish that?
Crash down on the driveway and
Just burn them out.
run it till it blows. Not the engine, but the tires.
I think
Tire.
Yeah, tire. I think we could make that happen. Have it be part of the new intro.
Channel some inner Cletus.
So, it's funny, Bryce was just telling me yesterday, he Demolition Ranch and like a couple of other like super big YouTubers, I didn't know he bought his own track.
Yeah.
And supposedly he bought a bunch of old Crown Vics and gave them to a bunch of YouTubers and was like, here we go, we're gonna race these.
I
We're gonna.
invited him over. I'd love to go do that.
Are you kidding me? How crazy would that be?
I think Brent Levy asked that, however you say that. I think PFI speed, is that?
I think so.
I think you ended up winning it. In reverse. Last night, I think I saw that.
Jeez.
I didn't see the video, but I saw the posts. Sign me up. It reminds me of the time that my buddy Tim Berry kind of did that same concept. Andy Hanna's Turbo's Toy Box on YouTube. It was his 30th birthday or something. He invited us, and it was probably, I think we had 10 cars, and there was a Crown Vic there. They were junkers, and he had a motocross track in his backyard.
Oh, jeez.
So all of us were doing laps. I mean, we were jumping cars.
Oh my
You got to get going fast enough. If you don't, you're going to case it. There were a lot of cars that were cased.
Oh, jeez.
To finish out the day, I was in a Saab 9000, an NA version, and something happened. It broke the key off in the ignition, which was like right here. One of us hit it or something, so we couldn't shut it off.
Oh boy.
So basically, and then there was a Nissan hardbody left over. All the rest of the cars are broken. We tried. I mean, aside from rolling them down the hill, they just kept going.
That's crazy.
So we'd run them. There's no radiators left because we cased so many times. So we'd run them, we'd go up and put the garden hose in, into the radiator cap, and just let it run and cool it off. And we'd go do a couple laps. And
circulate water.
finally, like, I had to go. And it was all day we were doing that. It was hilarious. We had to go get gas, all kinds of stuff.
That's crazy.
Imagine YouTube back then. That was back in 07 or 08, I think. So, a lot of fun. Maybe we'll recreate that someday.
I was going to say, we might just have to do that, though.
Yep.
Ready, Freddy?
Yeah, let's confirm it before I weld and do any more test fitting. I hate this part. I mean, yes, it's a race car, but still.
Yeah, it's not like you want to, inflict more or any damage.
Okay, I'll go over there. Actually, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll do, donkey. You could probably, actually, I think you could use this seat too if you wanted to. If you had to. It would still be legal. Yeah, good. Okay, that wraps up this episode. I'm gonna weld this up on the bench and then weld it in here. And then we do the rear bars and then get it all, build the rest of the cage.
And then I will not be dumb and, you know, forget batteries, so I can use my actual camera. And I can actually be here to help Cody this week. I know he's been working on a lot of other stuff and so have I, but hopefully we'll be back to kind of me helping him film. I know you guys really like his GoPro footage and I do too, so you won't see me too much. We'll try to keep it that way, but we'll try to help out where we can.
Oh, we're going live Thursday.
Going live Thursday.
I asked the question last week, what day would be best? 2 Thursdays, so Thursday it is. We'll figure out what we're gonna do.
All right, then we'll see you in the next one and Thursday.